every day will be Friday, no. We got just to celebrate, oh. Like saying now you're Friday, no. My baby in one day. Breakfast on the jet, you know. Cruising, that's reject, oh. That day, not today, you know. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh. More cash, more babes, oh. More cars. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh. More cash, more babes, oh. More cars. And every shine like, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, oh, oh, oh. Give me that, oh. Far away, I pray for more life and I pray for grace. I know that man can't take my place. No, they can't take my place. We only do big things. We turn up to shut down. We know they like small things. Because we know they hear what now. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh, more cash, more babes, oh, more cars. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh, more cash, more babes, oh, more cars. And every shine like, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, oh, oh, oh. Give me that, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, oh, oh, oh. Who be that, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, oh, oh, oh. Give me that, oh, 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 oh. Yeah, oh, oh, oh. Who be that, oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Jiggy that body, I go go. Shake that body, I go go. Jiggy that body, I go go. Shake that body, I go go. Do come on, deep on more. Keep you jiggy that body, I go go. I was pretty on my body, I go go. Keep you jiggy that body, I go go.
All right. Hello. Welcome, everybody. I know I'm coming to y'all late tonight, but it is better late than never. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Happy Juneteenth. If you are joining me this evening, go ahead and let me know in the comments where you are watching from. I know we have a very global audience, so where in the world are you watching from on this Juneteenth? Oh, thank you all for joining me. Today, I'm coming in partnership with Posh Getaways by Paris. And we're going to be talking all things Juneteenth, all things travel into Ghana. Y'all know Ghana has a special place in my heart. So I am definitely going to talk about it and continue to talk about it with those who are interested. So yeah, I see some people joining in. Let me know where you are watching from. You can drop it in the comments. All right, so for those of you who are new to Posh Getaways by Paris, I just want to introduce Paris. This is our founder here. I think I'm pointing the wrong way. Okay, there we go. This is Paris. She's the founder of Posh Getaways, and this is a group of travel enthusiasts. People who like to celebrate their special occasions, people who want to go to the best of the best destinations. This is what Paris envisioned for Posh Getaways, which is one of the premium travel agencies. Now, I know you all are familiar with me. I'm Nzali, and I want to welcome you to the Posh Getaways family. Right? I want to welcome you also to the concept of traveling in Africa via Ghana as a destination. And so with Posh Getaways, I am the Posh Trip Manager and I am the Ghana expert. For those of you who are new, I have actually been living in Africa for 10 years. 8 of those 10 years has been in Ghana. I also am a dual citizen in Ghana, and I've lived in two African countries thus far. It's going to be a third very soon. But yes, I'm celebrating 10 years of living on the continent. So with celebrating that, I definitely had to come and have this conversation with you all tonight about Juneteenth and about traveling in Africa with Posh Getaways. So just a little fun fact about me. I have been to 8 African countries. 8, right? And counting. So, as you all know, my favorite destination to travel is always within Africa. Now, again, if you're new and you're just joining in for this travel chat, don't worry. There are other travel chats you can join into as well for June. On the 24th, which is next Tuesday, we also are going to have another travel chat with you all. And this is going to be the 3 ways that you can travel with Posh Getaways. So I know I'm going to be telling you a lot of information about how you can travel to Ghana with us this December. But let's just say you want to travel somewhere else. Okay. Let's just say you want to go to Kenya. Let's just say you want to go to Greece or to Thailand or somewhere else. She can still help you out. We definitely still got you, but you have to register for the travel chat. So our next one is June 24th, and in this particular travel chat, we're going to be talking about the 3 ways to travel with Posh. So let's just say the Ghana trip and the dates that we have don't work for you. Join us next Tuesday and we'll talk about the other ways that you can still travel with us and get to the places that you want to go. So it's definitely scrolling down at the bottom. Go ahead and go over to bit.ly/posh travel chat live and register for the 24th if you are just joining us today. All right, I see people creeping in, but I do not see comments. Okay, so I want to know where you are watching from. Tell me in the comment section. I would love to know. All right, so you've saved the day. I'm going to see you on Tuesday, next Tuesday as well. So I do want to know, okay, what comes to mind when you think about the word homecoming? Okay, when you hear the word homecoming, what comes to mind? I'll share first and you can tell me in the comments, okay? When I think about homecoming, immediately, because I'm an HBCU graduate, I think about homecoming for Howard, okay? Howard is the mecca of Black thought. When I think homecoming, it's Howard. And Howard, that energy is about unity. It's about collectivism, bringing the family together. It feels warm. It feels familiar. It feels like just Black joy. Right? And so when I think about homecoming, that's what comes to my mind. So I want to know what you all think. Okay. I do see some people saying that they feel like it's family. Okay. Family goes hand in hand. Homecoming family. I like the way that sounds. What do you think of when you hear the word homecoming? Let me know in the chat. Okay. All right. So, again, the reason I'm asking you about what do you think homecoming is because this conversation that we're going to have tonight is all about that feeling, that essence of going home. And one of the places that we are going this year with Posh Getaways by Paris is a place that's known to have the best homecoming on the continent of Africa. So I want you to keep that in mind as we are talking and chatting today. And y'all know I love to be interactive with y'all. So I want y'all to be lighting up the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me where you're watching from. Add your 2 cents. Y'all know that I love that. So go ahead and let me know in the comments. All right. So when we think about homecoming and where we're traveling to have that homecoming, I want you to first know who this community is for. So when I say travel enthusiasts, those who are traveling with Posh Getaways, we are here to service people who want a stress-free, upscale, unforgettable group travel experience. That's who we're here to serve with Posh Getaways. Okay. And we want to inspire all of those travel enthusiasts to explore the world. Okay. That's who we're here for. And our niche. Okay. When we say we are here for you, these are our sweet spots. Okay. We love to help people plan their special occasions and celebrations. We love to help people celebrate milestones. We also do a lot of private group trips and retreats. We also like to help people celebrate through cultural exploration, as well as your sorority or your fraternity anniversary. So these are the niche services that we offer. And again, we are here for the Black travel enthusiast. So if you Black like this, we are here for you. We want the travel lovers, right? People who like to explore. A lot of our groups are of women, but we do take couples as well, friend groups, all of that. Those people who want to get your passport stamps. Typically, we are ranging from ages 35 to 60. So we have a mature crowd, mature but youthful crowd. We're here for the adventure lovers, the culture seekers, those who like to celebrate life. That's what we're about. And those who are business minded. So that's who our trips are for. I see some new people came in. Drop down in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And so now that I've told you a little bit about who we are at Posh Getaways by Paris and what we do, I'm here also for us to celebrate. All right. As I told you, Posh likes to celebrate. When we go and travel, we like it to be a celebratory moment. Okay. We want everybody to feel like it's their birthday. So today is a special day. For those of you who are watching in Africa, for those of you who are watching in the States, today is Juneteenth. Juneteenth is a federal national holiday in the United States that commemorates June 19th, 1865. Okay. And so, what happened? Just giving a little background. When Africans were enslaved in the United States, they were freed with what we call the Emancipation Proclamation. However, after the Emancipation Proclamation, there were still pockets of enslaved Africans in America who were not informed that they had been freed. So 2.5 years later, in the state of Texas, this group of African Americans were finally informed that the Emancipation Proclamation had happened. So they had worked an additional 2.5 years not knowing that they had been proclaimed free. So, what we have done, which is very typical of African Americans, we turn our lemons into our lemonade. And we made this a celebratory moment. When these people realized that they were now free, it became a celebration. I know right now you all are seeing us celebrate with our fans. We got our boots on the ground. We're line dancing. Think about that. But in the 1800s, they were jubileeing, excited about their newfound liberation. Okay. And because of that, because of the resilience, because of our cultural pride, we have also turned this into a national holiday. Okay, we've turned it into a national holiday. And so, henceforth, now we have Juneteenth. So, this day is a day that all African Americans, no matter where you find us in the world, we celebrate this delayed justice, and we took it and made it an ongoing pursuit and symbol of pursuit of our freedom. So, happy Juneteenth, y'all. Thank y'all for joining in, and we're going to celebrate. Okay. And not only was Juneteenth something of importance in the 1800s, it was more than a moment for us. Okay. It was more than a moment. This is something where we have taken it and we have made it become a part of who we are. Hi, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining in on this Juneteenth celebration. Thank you so much. All right, so we've made it more than a moment. Okay. Juneteenth is not just about U.S. history. And that's something very important, especially as we talk about traveling into Africa. We want to have this cross-cultural dialogue. That's a part of the reason that we're traveling into Africa. A lot of African Americans, we want to feel connected. We want to feel that homecoming. So Juneteenth is not just about our U.S. history. This is a reflection of the global Black struggle for liberation, the constant pursuit of freedom. I take it as an invitation, to reclaim your identity, reclaim your ancestry, and doing that through the act of traveling, being able to go places that other people never would have imagined we would be able to go. And so when you see this beautiful lady here, her name is Opal Lee, and she was a part of the group of people that really fought to make this a nationally recognized holiday in the United States. And because of her vision, right? Because of her vision, we've also even extended it into the greater diaspora community as well. Okay, so I'm gonna let Opal and the people in Ghana tell you a little bit more about Juneteenth and what it looks like in Africa.
Opportunity to be here not only on any day but over the Juneteenth weekend is just a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm truly grateful for it.
So this is Juneteenth walk or float. Yes, from the BV Dubois Center in Accra to Tourist Information Center in Accra here. My name is Rastai Chi.
It's amazing to be here with my African American sisters and brothers, with my sorority sisters, and all the young people of Ghana. Juneteenth, freedom! So we're here with the African American Association of Ghana, as well as Ghana Tourism Authority and the Beyond the Return Secretariat Office, collaborating for the Juneteenth Festival, which is celebrating the Juneteenth holiday in the United States in solidarity with our African American brothers and sisters. This event is significant in Ghana because it's important that Ghanaians know about the struggles that the African American community has gone through history. It's not their fault that their ancestors were taken into the transatlantic slave trade, but somehow many of them who are here today made it back to Ghana, made it back to Africa. So to do something in solidarity with them is just creating more of a sense of community.
Love and harmony among all races, equal rights and justice.
All right, so that was just a quick clip from the Juneteenth celebration that we do every year in Accra, Ghana. I think they've been doing it since 2021. It's hosted by the African American Association of Ghana in combination with the Ministry of Tourism as well as the Beyond the Return campaign. So when we think about Juneteenth, Africans celebrating their freedom, their liberation in the Americas in the 1800s, right? And then we think about 2025 with so many different African Americans going and traveling into Africa. A lot of times people always ask the question, why do so many of us go to Ghana first? Right? What is it about Ghana that pulls in this African diaspora crowd? And so I want to speak to that on Juneteenth. I also saw in the comments here that someone asked about, is this holiday really a way for us to connect to our roots, or is it commercialized? And so I'm going to speak to that with what I'm going to say about why Ghana. So Ghana is one of the countries that has been very intentional about reaching back to go forward. When I say reaching back to go forward, it's the concept of Sankofa, what we would call it in Ghana. They have been very, very, very intentional about reaching back and saying, hey, diaspora, this can be your introductory point to the continent of Africa. We know that some of your people are descendants of the continent of Africa. We know you were transported to that place. We know your struggles in that place. And because of that, we share a lineage with you. We want to welcome you back. As you can see in this picture, there's Dr. Kwame Nkrumah along with Martin Luther King. And there's so many pictures from the 1960s of a lot of our civil rights leaders in America who had gone into Ghana at the invitation of Ghana's first president to help build those bonds. And now you fast forward to 2025, and Ghana is one of those countries that continues to build that connection with its people in the diaspora. Okay, so that is the why to Ghana being the gateway into Africa. It was the first sub-Saharan African country to gain its independence in 1957. They had an active campaign in 2019, which was the 400-year commemoration of the first slave ship to leave Western Africa. They continued it with the Beyond the Return campaign. Along the coast of Ghana, there are plenty of dungeons where a lot of Africans who were transported into West Africa, that was their last stopping point. So when we think about the bridge between the diaspora and the introduction back into Africa, Ghana is a logical first step. Right? It's a first step. Doesn't mean it's the only, but it's a logical first step. It helps people feel like they have identity. It immediately connects people with their ancestry because there are monuments that they can touch and feel that show them that what happened was real for them. And then it also is a healing space for the diaspora when they're integrating back into Africa in any capacity, whether it be through travel and leisure, or if they want to repatriate and move into that country. So that is why this Juneteenth, we wanted to talk about travel into Ghana, what that looks like, and also, of course, share with you a trip that we have planned for the diaspora to come into Ghana this year in December. I do see another comment here. Travel is a luxury. Does luxury equal liberation? I would say that for some of us, it is, right? Liberation is going to come in many different forms, right? And it also comes in stages. So this stage, there are going to be an influx of people who have it to travel into Ghana. They're going to do it, right? They're going to set the stage to make it so that others can come and have an easier transition after they can. Those who may not be able to do it right away, right now, but they're going to see the other people going. They're going to see the influence, and then they're going to come in at a later time. Okay. And so your return is awaiting you. I remember when I went to Ghana, my first trip to Ghana was in 2015. I was living in South Africa and I took a trip to Ghana. This picture here is from my very first trip to the Cape Coast dungeons. And I literally got stuck at that point, which is why my friend was able to take the picture. It was like I walked out, I saw the ocean. You know, I'm at Cape Coast Castle, which is that slave dungeon there, and I just got stuck. And it was just like a unforgettable, undescribable type of experience. But it was so grounding for me. It was like, I don't know if my ancestors came through this exact place, but I know somebody did. And again, it was just really like a magical experience. And so I want you all to have the same experience in being able to return to the motherland via Ghana. I always like to tell people the smiles tell the stories. These are pictures of people who have traveled in and out of Ghana, and the smiles always tell the stories. So with Posh Getaways by Paris, we are planning a trip December 26th through January 3rd. So this is going to be during that New Year's Christmas time in Ghana, which is the hottest tourist season, I think, on the continent, right? And I don't think it's just a vacation. I think it's liberation. Being able to say, I want to take my money, return to Africa, and have a great time and celebrate life. I think that is a magical thing. Okay, and so your return is awaiting you. And I want to share with you the trip that we actually have planned. So this December into January, this is a 9-day, 8-night trip that we are taking to Ghana. We will be in a number of different places within the country that I'm going to share with you in just a second. So a few quick facts before we jump into some of the details. Now, some of you know, some of you don't know, I am a dual citizen in Ghana. So this video is from last year's citizenship ceremony. As I told you, Ghana is very, very connected to its African diaspora in the States, and they've made it official by granting some of us citizenship. I got my citizenship in 2019. There's been a few other groups after me. So that just stamps for you how committed they are to bridging that gap. So a few quick facts. We're going to fly into Accra, into the Kota International Airport. I do want to let you know that Ghana is hot. Okay, so think Jamaica, right? Think the Caribbean. It is a tropical climate. It's going to be warm. It is a little humid. When we're going, it is going to be Hamatan, which is the dry season. So it'll be a little bit dusty, but please remember, it's going to be hot, anywhere between 77 up to 88, 90 degrees. Okay. You also are going to be 5 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So 5 hours ahead of New York. So you just want to tell your family and friends, when you come with us, you're going to be 5 hours ahead. Okay. And then also, when you're coming, have it in your mind that you want to be able to connect with the people. So when you're out and you're about and you're meeting people, know that Ghanaians are very warm. They're very welcoming. Have those impromptu conversations. Have those moments where you're connecting and not just being a tourist. Okay. And so I know that in the media streets, there's been a lot of conversation about Ghana, visas, travel bans, all this type of stuff. And so what I want you to know, you are going to be able to get to Ghana. Okay. If you're traveling with Posh Getaways, then what you need is a passport that has up to 6 months of validity on it, right? The visas. If you travel with us, we can handle visa on arrival for you. So you don't have to worry about sending your passport off to the consulate, waiting to receive it back. We will handle all of that for you. So you don't even need to worry about your visa. And also, yellow fever vaccination shot is mandatory for travel in Ghana. So you do have to have that. So 6 months on your passport, yellow fever, and leave the visa to Posh Getaways. All right, now, so we're going to jump into the places that you'll go. So typically when people come to Ghana, they only go to Accra. But for this particular trip, we're taking you to 3 different regions. Okay, you're going to spend 6 nights in Accra, which is Greater Accra. We're going to do a day trip into Central Region, which is Cape Coast. And then you're going to spend 2 nights in Ada. Ada is literally Ghana's best kept secret. It's one of my favorite places to go. It's like a little tuck away that not everybody knows about, but when you know, you know. So we've even added in a little insider, spot that a lot of tourists don't actually get to go to. And so we just wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity to see that. And just also a little fun fact. So in Ada, this is where the river and the ocean meet. They have this beautiful estuary there with all this amazing, beautiful, natural, like water birds and aquatic creatures and all that kind of stuff. So it really, really is a really cool, very special, special place. So we're going to spend a few days there and you're going to really, really enjoy yourself, I'm sure. Okay, I'm going to drop down here at the bottom. If you want more information about the trip, you want to book the trip, then you can just go to bit.ly/Ghana New Year at any point while we're having this conversation and check out more details there. All right, so 9 days, 8 nights, Accra, Cape Coast, Ada, 3 areas in one trip. Okay, now I know I'm talking to you and you're like, what's happening in this trip? I'm just giving you an overview, right? I'm giving you an overview and then I'm going to direct you to Posh Getaways so you can get the full lowdown of what all is happening in this trip. So December 26, 2025, you are going to arrive in Accra. we're going to throw you a welcome dinner that you have never, ever experienced before. This welcome dinner is going to be in true Ghanaian style. I can't tell you everything. I don't want to let you know everything. Okay. But true Ghanaian style, great food. We also have invited some other diasporans like myself who've been living in Ghana for a while to come mix, mingle, so that you really get to see what the experience is like there when you actually get to connect in a real way. Right. So after the welcome dinner, the next day you will do a tour of Accra. Accra has so many hidden gems, hidden jewels, places like the Du Bois Center, places like the Black Star Square, which is very photogenic. Everybody who comes to Ghana takes a picture at Black Star Square. So we're going to give you that full tour of everything that's in Accra that is must see. The next day, we're going to do a cooking and a batik fabric making class. So you're going to leave Ghana knowing how to make a little something, right? As well as also knowing, how to make some of our traditional fabrics, right? And of course, as you can see in this video, we will do a naming ceremony, right? Going down to that Cape Coast Castle, the last bath, being able to be given an African name, a traditional name that means something that's rooted to the people there, it really is an experience of a lifetime. And we want you to be able to walk the steps of our ancestors, feel what that was like, and also receive a name that connects you back to the land. One thing that I will say that was lost in our experience being in the Americas is having that name that means something. So oftentimes in Africa, you'll see people, they can trace your tribe by your name. They can tell you your history by your name. They know what your birth order is based off of your name. In Ghana, people have day names. So we know what day you were born based off of your name. So all of those things, I feel like some of that process we lost. So while we here in the United States are celebrating Juneteenth, celebrating our liberation, when we connect back to Africa, we're going to connect in a real way. We want you to leave there having a name. All right. Something you can call back to say, I've been to this place. And so we're going to do that naming ceremony, y'all. The day that we go down to the last bath and to Cape Coast, you will also get a name. We also have a community service day because we don't believe in just taking. We also believe in giving and really connecting with people. So that will be there. And of course, we're going to bring in the new year, the Posh way. Now, I told you we're going to spend some days down in the Dye. You see this beautiful room. This is literally the hotel that we're going to be staying at. Right? You can walk out to the beach. So we're going to spend some days down there. We're going to go to a museum down there. You're going to be able to wiggle your toes in the sand, have your farewell dinner there. And there's so many other things that are included in this trip. I can't name it all. I can't name it all, but here are just a few, right? The Accra City Tour, photo shoot at Black Star Square, Kwame Nkrumah Museum, W.E.B. Du Bois Museum, cooking class, drumming class, arts and crafts center, fabric making, traditional naming ceremony, Afrofuture VIP ticket, Cape Coast Castle and Asin Manso Slave River tour, Posh New Year's Eve celebration, beach days in the dock, farewell dinner, and Chim Chim Museum visits. There's so many things that we're going to do with y'all in these 9 days and 8 nights. When you leave, there's no other way for you to feel like you haven't really returned and had the homecoming that you deserve. Okay? December in Ghana is unforgettable, and we want to be your first. We want you to go to Ghana with us first, right? Experience it with us first. Again, I'm going to be there. I've been in Ghana for a very long time. So I'm going to take you to the places that are the places that you need to go. Now, if you wanted to add on some additional, right? We also have the waterfall massage. This is literally video from that experience. We're going to take you up into the Eastern region. You're going to be at that waterfall. You can have some beautiful people rub you down in some shade and give you the massage of your life. It is truly a very healing, relaxing experience. You're laying there, you're hearing the waterfall in the background. Y'all do not want to miss that. So if you want to add that on, it definitely is available. You also can add on a cigar lounge day for the fellas. I know we typically always have women, but sometimes women will come with men and they'll join our trip. So we have a cigar lounge day that we can organize, or evening, I should say, that we can organize for you while we are down in Ada. Fellas, you can listen to a little jazz, get your Japanese whiskey on, and just have a real good time. And also another additional add-on, because we know that a lot of people are interested in doing business in Africa, investing, right? So if you are a person that you have been watching the Ghanaian market and you have an interest in doing business, we can set up personalized one-to-one investor meetings. We can also organize meetings with Ghana Investment Promotion Center so that you can get the most accurate information, truthful information about how to invest or do business in Ghana from vetted and approved sources. So that is an additional add-on that we can do for you. Now, I know I done gave y'all a lot of information. Am I missing something? Is there something that y'all would like to do in Ghana that I haven't mentioned already? Because I feel like we have a packed trip, and I just want to know if we're missing something else that you have wanted to do. Or if there are any regions that you've always wanted to go to in Ghana, drop those in the chat. Let me know. So I know I have given y'all a fast version of this, right? I have told y'all the quickest version of this trip because really today was about celebrating Juneteenth. But don't worry, because if you want all of the nitty gritty of this particular trip, you can do that, right? You can visit Posh Getaways on YouTube. And when you visit Posh Getaways on YouTube, I'm actually even going to pull it up so you can see it. Okay. If you want more details about this particular trip, you want all the details, then I'm going to encourage you to go to Posh Getaways on YouTube and pull up our old recap that's going to show you. Actually, I'm going to share it with y'all so y'all can actually see it. This is going to show you all the details about this particular trip. So right now, I want you to go on over to Posh Getaways on YouTube. The first thing you're going to see is Ghana New Year 2026 unveiled. This is going to give you all the details possible about traveling with us on this trip. Okay, so I've given you the overview, right? As we celebrate Juneteenth today, I have given you the overview. If you want more details, go on over there and check it out for yourself. All right, y'all. So we're going to hop right on in. Let me check the comments. I see somebody mention something here. Somebody said Kenya loves you. I love Kenya too. I do. And you know the thing, as I told you from the beginning, I am a travel enthusiast for Africa. Right? Because I've lived in Ghana for so long, it's only natural that, of course, I'm going to tell people, of course, you should still go to Ghana, enjoy. I always tell people that Ghana is the gateway to Africa. Once you've done Ghana, then you start exploring all the other areas. So for this December, this Dirty December in Ghana with Posh Getaways, this trip is on sale just for Juneteenth. Okay, so the Juneteenth sale for the month of June is $350 off of your trip. You can secure your spot with half off the deposit. Instead of it being $500, it would be $250. So $250, you can secure your spot. That lets us know that you're serious and you are ready to come this December. In addition to that, if you book your trip before the end of June, you're going to get an additional $350 off. Because we are in June, we're getting close to December, you can still pay in installments. It will be 4 even installment payments that you will have. Now, again, if you're ready to book this tour, go ahead and go to bit.ly/Ghana New Year, and it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's right down there. And we do offer payment plan structures. We do have the pay later options. You can see those there when you go to our website. You also can do a single payment. If you're ready to go right away, that is available for you as well. We always, always, always will offer the experience of roommate matching. So if you're like, I want to go to Ghana, but I don't know anybody, there's this trip, I want to have a double room, we can do roommate matching for you, so you don't even have to worry about that. So if you're a person, you're coming by yourself, join the group, we'll match you. If you're a person who's coming with somebody, perfect. You already have your roommate and you can go ahead and join in the room. I saw somebody else join in just now, so let me know where you are watching from. All right, y'all. So I told you we do have this sale of Posh Getaways going on for the month of June, $350 off your trip. Just to secure your spot, put down $250 and I will see you in Ghana. I just wanted to highlight here, this is such a Ghanaian vibe. Sitting by the pool, sipping on your fruit cocktail. Also that door of return. It used to be called door of no return because the concept was when our ancestors went through that door, a lot of them did not return, right? It was seen that that was it. But because so many of us have returned, now we have renamed it. Again, taking lemons, making them into lemonade, and we've named it the Door of Return. So I would love to see you all take your picture at the Door of Return as well. And after you book this trip, of course, you're going to get your passport stamp, but we'll go ahead and complete your client profile. We'll do your roommate matching, as well as your bedding request. We'll give you some guidance on how to get travel insurance, and then we'll also set up your client portal so you can stay up to date about everything. So I just wanted to jump on here really quickly, y'all. Celebrate Juneteenth. Talk about why Ghana is one of those places that you should want to go as a person from the diaspora. When you start thinking about what our ancestors didn't have access to, what they went through, the luxury that we have to be able to go back and reconnect in these type of waves and have a good time, right? I don't think we even speak about that enough. A lot of times people talk about the pain of our separation and now going back and reconnecting with that, but I also want us to think about the celebration, right? Think about the people who left and how jubilant they would have been to be able to see the shore again. So you are them. They are seeing it through your eyes. So we also want to have a good time when we are in Ghana. Okay. All right. So again, the sale is on. If you all have any questions in general, you can drop those in the chat about Ghana, about Posh Getaways. You can always follow Posh on YouTube, Posh Getaways. You can also follow Posh Getaways on Instagram. Okay. And just let us know. So if you are interested in traveling to Ghana this December, we are definitely here for you. But also, if you're like, this December doesn't work for me, right? Then that's okay, because there are 3 ways to travel with Posh. Okay, 3 ways. You could join our Posh Passport Society. This is for the people who like to travel all the time. If your friends are always like, where are you in the world? Then Posh Passport Society is for you. It's for those people who like to travel all the time, right? Or if you want to do pick your city, maybe you have a birthday coming up, an anniversary, and you don't want to plan, right? We have a set group of countries that we take people to where the trip is already planned. All you have to do is have your group of people and your money ready. Or if you want to do a very customized trip, right? So it's not one of the places that we always see people going to. You have a very unique place that you want to go to, and it's just a certain group of people, then we also can do a custom trip for you as well. So we will definitely be talking about those 3 ways to travel with Posh next Tuesday, Travel Chat. So if you want to join us on Tuesday to hear about more ways that you can travel with us, maybe the Ghana trip this December is just too close, you're not going to be able to make it. No worries. Join us next Tuesday. Go ahead and register. It is a webinar. So go ahead and register using the link below, bit.ly/Posh Travel Chat live. Register for next week, Tuesday. It's going to be 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we'll talk about all the ways that you can travel with us. Again, y'all, the smiles tell the story. For those of you who know, I've lived in 2 African countries, soon to be 3. For my people who are watching from Kenya, y'all know I'm coming in August. However, Ghana always will have a special place in my heart, which is why I want all of my people from the diaspora to experience being in West Africa via Ghana. It truly is a magical experience. The people are so welcoming, so ready to receive you, and just have a good time together. That's really what it's all about. It's really about us connecting, having a good time together, and then by extension, when we're ready, building something greater and better together. So thank you all so much for joining me. I know my people here who always watch me on Nzali Takes Africa. Y'all are like, what? Yes, I have partnered up with Posh Getaways by Paris, and we're bringing you this Ghana trip, y'all. It's going to be amazing. So if you're watching, you know you've already been to Ghana. Go ahead and share this with somebody that has not been. Share this with your cousin, your auntie, your friends. Let them know that Ghana is the place to be this December. So if there are no questions, then I will see you all later. I will see you next week on Tuesday. Don't forget, go ahead and register for that travel chat. I'll see you then. And until then, y'all stay blessed. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Celebrate your freedom. Celebrate your liberation. And for those who are in the diaspora, it's time to reconnect with Africa. We would love to take you with Posh Getaways by Paris. So until next time, y'all. Bye. Take care. See you later.
One day, every day will be Friday, no. We got just to celebrate, oh. Like saying now you're Friday, no. My baby in one day, breakfast on the jet, you know. Cruising, that's reject, oh. That day, not today, you know. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh. More cash, more babes, oh. More cars. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh. More cash, more babes, oh. More cars. And every shine like, oh, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, give me that, oh. Far away, I pray for more life and I pray for grace. I know that man can't take my place. No, they can't take my place. We only do big things. We turn up to shut down. We know they like small things. Because we know they hear what now. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more